Hi, I'm WBZ meteorologist Sarah Wroblewski. Tracking colder air moving on in for the day tomorrow behind this cold front that will stir up the clouds and winds for the day today. But winds ahead of this front out of the southwest, sure enough, will allow for temperatures to be seasonable. As this front gets closer, a lot of the moisture associated with it will sort of fizzle out, but can't rule out a stray shower as it passes through later this afternoon and evening. High pressure builds in, clearing us out for a Thursday, but it will be a cold day, and that will be setting the stage as our next system to the west will be approaching, bringing us a period of some light rain and snow, creating some slippery spots for parts of the morning commute on Friday. So forecast highs today above average, upper 30s, low 40s. Don't forget that wind, though. It will make it feel like the 30s in the afternoon with gusts potentially 25 to 30 miles per hour. That wind will still be active tonight, clearing out the clouds and leading to wind chills near zero as temperatures fall back into the teens. It will be a cold start to your day tomorrow, but we're looking at temperatures only in the 20s with mostly sunny skies. At least the winds will lighten up a bit. Let's fast forward to around midnight. Clouds around, and sure enough, we're watching snow beginning to push on into the area. So for that Friday morning commute, just be aware untreated surfaces likely could be quite slick, especially north and west of Boston, where some steadier snow is possible, but not a lot of moisture to work with. So again, I'm not expecting big totals out of this one. Just the timing could make for some difficult travel. There will be some rain changing over, or some snow to the north and west changing over to rain as the morning goes on. And by the midday afternoon hours, most of the activity has moved on out of here. So just mainly rain across the south coast, Cape and Islands, a coating to rain, though, as you travel south of the city. And then as you travel north and west, you could see a coating up to a couple of inches. Higher terrain, best chance of seeing some of those higher totals, and there could be some isolated higher amounts. So as we look at the snowfall for January in Boston, yeah, this is the least snowy January on record so far, with only a trace. We could be picking up some more as we go through the day tomorrow, but again, it's going to be a tough call between that snow to rain. However, there is another chance of snow in the forecast. Let's talk about that weekend storm. Still a lot of things to iron out, but the time frame is Saturday night into Sunday, and it looks to be an all-day Sunday event. The precipitation type still in question, depends on the track. However, it looks like it could bring what we call a kitchen sink storm, means everything. Snow to ice to rain. We'll also have to watch for the winds and tides. That could be a concern too, depending on how close this area of low pressure gets to our coastline. But initially, I'm expecting a period of light snow to a thump of snow Saturday night into Sunday morning. The question is, where does that rain snow line end up? And it all depends on the exact track. And there are still some time for wiggle room for the track to lift to the north or lift to the south. But there will be the possibility that it could go right over our area, and that would bring snow changing over to ice, changing over to rain, with heavy snow across parts of northern New England. Now, if this track sinks just a little bit further to the south, that could be a completely different scenario where it's colder, and that means more snow, heavy plowable snow, as well as a transition to ice. So we're going to continue to monitor. One thing for sure, much colder air works in behind this. In fact, you'll notice that cold air in KC for the Patriots game. So taking a look at that forecast out there, it is going to be bitter cold with temperatures in the single digits. In fact, sub-zero wind chills at kickoff with a temperature right around 5 degrees, and the winds will be blowing out of the north. So that cold air works in after our potential storm. Of course, you have to stay with us as we're going to continue to iron out the details on that track and precipitation type. But you can see blustery cold conditions moves in for the holiday.